Hey everyone, it's Q&A Friday with Joe, number 12. It's been a month. Yes, I know, a long time. I know, I want to talk about that a little to express what's been going on. My business is going quite well, steady growth. There's no dramatic increases in my profit. There's a steady growth, which suits me perfectly fine. This is exactly what I'm looking for. There's no surge, I guess. There's no dramatic increase or decrease, and I will be fine with that as well. It's just I do prefer this because it's a slow, more permanent growth. The business is fine. My emotions aren't. I began to struggle coaching people, not because I don't enjoy helping them. Actually, I feel this is my purpose in life. Since I was a kid, I've always felt that I could make a positive difference in this world, bring value, and help people get out of the rut, whatever the rut may be. Not necessarily tell people what to do, but maybe coach them along the way to help them ask themselves questions, better questions. So I feel that is my purpose. But I'm in a rut myself. I'm in an emotional rut. I started second guessing myself, the self-doubt began to rise. I started asking myself questions. Am I really helping people? Do I really bring value? This kind of came upon when I listened to an amazing podcast. I'm going to actually put it below. Something that I tell everybody to watch. It's a fantastic podcast. It's a podcast with Joe Rogan and Dr. Jordan Peterson. He's a professor at the University of Toronto. And, he covered a very important aspect. And he said, in order to change the world, you must begin with changing your own room. And so I believe in that. I feel that our own internal reflection of the world sort of transcribes as to how we help people. So I'm not sure where this is coming from, the second guessing and the doubt. I don't have all the answers, but my heart is telling me to keep going. So here I am. I'm a work in progress, just like everybody else. And this entrepreneurship journey is very challenging at times, but I feel let's speak from my point of view. I feel I create my own challenges at times. Anyhow, I'm back. And here's the next question. Jay actually asked me, let me read it to you. Hello, what are the reasons, benefits, incentives for opening a second eBay store? Recently, I have someone copying my listings word for word. That is one reason why I want to start a new store. Thank you. And is it hard to manage? Hey Jay. Sorry it took so long to reply. I've kind of explained about what's going on. But I've actually opened a second store myself. The first store currently has about 15,000 items. And I've decided to open a second store for two reasons. One, I've shared my store with a number of people, and I feel like my store has kind of gone around and my listings have been copied. And there's actually a software that copies the best performing listings from stores, and that's what people use to list in their own stores. And so that's bad. Don't do that. You can do that, but I think you're missing the point of building a e-commerce business. So I did that because there's been some people copying my listings, and of course my store has been scraped quite a lot. And while I don't necessarily care about that, or how I usually say give a shit, because really Walmart may sell the same products as Amazon and whatnot, I felt like I was ready for a second store because I want to pass on this to my store manager, my senior virtual assistant. And I felt that if she wanted to start managing something, it would be a good idea for her to see how a store is built from the beginning. Building a store with very low limits, getting lower sales. So it's easier for her to keep up with customer service, with order tracking and so forth. And these are really my two reasons. Whether or not I suggest people to do it, honestly, it's a personal decision. You cannot run away from people scraping your store and copying your listings. It's just what it is. You can change your store name, because you can definitely do that. You can actually change your store name so people cannot find it anymore. But you really can't run away from the software. If you have great listings, it's going to be scraped. So I don't think if you have a sole reason just for that to open a new store, I don't think you should do it. If you have any other personal reasons to open it, like maybe you want to go to a different niche, right? You want to, let's say you're selling fitness products in your first store, and the second store you want to focus more on the car repair. I don't know, I'm just giving an example. So you want to maybe keep it separate. It's easier for you to manage. You know, that's a great idea for you to open a second store. So I would think that it's a personal decision. It really is. Everybody thinks of it differently. The person that I took the course, David Vu, I believe he's got 4 stores, maybe more now, I'm not sure, maybe less, but he did open second stores for the reason that the store was scraped, and I'm sure he wanted to go in a different niche. So these are some of the ideas as to why people open a second store. And is it hard to manage? No. And it's kind of like when you open a new store. You don't have that many listings and not that many sales and very low limit, so it's very low. In terms of managing and checking it, it is challenging only because you may not get notifications over the phone, and you have to log out your first store and log into second store to check it. So no, I don't think it takes me 5 minutes to check, the status of the store, right? And plus, the email attached to the second store is on my phone. So if I do get an order, I will see it on my email. I have it set up so it's on my email. I believe that if I start to get new sales, then, maybe I'll revisit how to handle this. But right now, I don't get that many sales for me to be overwhelmed with work. And like I said, I prefer my store manager, my VA, to manage the second store now, just so she can really be a store manager. So I'm very proud of her. We're starting to do that. The second store I've opened last month, and I've only had 2 sales. I know, but I'm very proud of my 2 sales because I had very low limits. So, it kind of makes me appreciate how hard and difficult it is to start over again. So that's it. I hope I was able to cover all your questions, and as always, happy selling.